Hey guys, it's Aiden from Relapsed. I'm here at Chaos headquarters, and this is going to be the first video in a series that me and Dave have whipped up of affordable guitars that you can find just out. This is a Rogue bass for $129. Let's get to the unboxing. Alright, let's get her up. Look at that cable. Now that we're done unboxing, I've made some observations. Upon initially opening this up, I found some what looked to be blemishes on the bridge and the knobs, but it turned out to be packing peanut remnants, and we cleared it off. I mean, there's a little bit of a scuff right here, but it's not too big of a difference. It won't hurt the way you play the instrument. Up here, there's a very, very, very small dimple. Like, I'm pretty sure no camera could even see it. It's hard for even the human eye to see it on the finish, but once again, doesn't affect playability. And if you look down, right here, the neck is astonishingly straight. Excellent. And on the back, just looks like a normal finish. I mean, you can tear the plastic off and make it a little bit more pretty, but otherwise it looks pretty good. I don't see any obvious flaws. The only thing I can say about it is down here, this little doodad is loose. For those who care. And up at the front right here, we got some tuners. They're no state-of-the-art tuner, but they'll get the job done. They're not. This one's a smidgen loose. The rest are in functioning order. Let's tune this bad bitch up. Get playing. Alright, so we got this thing tuned up. We've changed absolutely nothing except the tuning itself, and I also messed around with the tone control to make it sound good. Even the bass amp is just set up to how we normally play it around. And upon inspection, the intonation is shockingly good. Like, I don't think it's out even by a few cents. Wait, hold up. The low E is out by like 2 cents, which is not bad at all, especially for a guitar that's like $129. And I also wanted to touch upon the action. The action after setting it up is still pristine. As you guys can see, looking down the cross, negative reference, we got this nice straight line. I mean, it's got a little curve, so it's healthy. You know, that way the strings aren't pushed right into it. So, also pretty good. So this is the fresh sound out of the box. This is everything on 10. To me, that sounds a little bit too farty. I'm not sure if it's the amp or maybe just the way that the pickups or maybe the frequency that all the potentiometers here are set at, but let's work it down. Actually, before I do that, let me explain to you these knobs here. These are 2 volumes. This is the volume for this pickup up here. This is the volume for this pickup down here, the bridge. And then this is the tone for the top neck pickup, and then the tone for the bridge pickup. Now, personally, a little too farty, so what I would do is bring down this neck pickup a little bit. Maybe clean it up by reducing some of the tone. Get a almost Jocko-like sound. So that way we can get some jazzy tones out of it and whatnot. Anyway, let's play.
Hey everybody, it's Dave from Chaos Guitars here. I'm assuming if you're seeing this, you just watched the video that we did with Aiden from Relapsed. He went through this bass. We picked up a Rogue 5-string bass. So when I picked this up, we decided we wanted to do something to put a video out, because you know Chaos Guitars is all about young musicians and getting them started and keeping them interested in music. So what better way to do that than to show you some good, relatively cheap equipment that you can hold on to for a very long period of time that sounds as good or very close to stuff you're going to pay boatloads of money for. I am a true believer in picking up something to start with that you can afford and holding on to that and working with that. I still own my very first real guitar, and I've poured tons of money into it, and it's to this day my favorite guitar. And it's not a name brand guitar. So Rogue is a guitar that I've owned in the past. I've owned almost this identical bass probably a few models ago, years ago, and I loved it. So I figured, why not start here? Out of the box, you saw the video, so you know all that. The only thing I would change on it, of course, we'd give it a setup. Intonation-wise, there's really nothing to do. String height, action-wise, I would actually raise it a little bit, because as you heard on the video, there's a lot of rattle, but it's incredibly low action and very playable. So if you don't mind the rattle so much, leave it. I might not even do anything with this one. At this point, I think this one's going to go sit on a stand because it is incredibly playable right out of the box. Now, does that mean the one you get is going to be? Not necessarily. But, you know how quality control goes. I would absolutely recommend any Rogue instrument. I really have never had a bad experience with a Rogue instrument. It's got a couple little things here and there. You're spending under $200 on an instrument. Don't expect the finish to be perfect. Don't expect to not have to make adjustments. Don't expect it to come with a couple little things you're going to have to tweak here and there. But that's the beauty of it, because I have never bought a guitar in my life that I have just brought home and played. You always tweak something as a guitar player. You don't pick something up off the shelf and say, oh, this is perfect for me, because it's not. So you're gonna tweak stuff anyway. So I would say absolutely spend the $129 for the 5-string. I really have no bad things to say about these for the price point. So my recommendation is, if you're looking for a bass guitar, go get one. If you're not looking for a bass guitar and want to have one to kick around the house, go get one. $129. You really can't go wrong.